Hello, Virgo. Welcome to your weekly reading for August 11th to the 17th. This is for Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising. And we're going to jump right into it. Virgo, things have been a little bit bonkers and I missed you. And, here's the thing. We're at a place right now, mid-month. First of all, it is the luckiest week of the month. This is going to be bonkers for you. And I'm very excited for you because we're past the two most challenging aspects of August, which was Venus squaring Saturn and Neptune that happened the first weekend of August. And then remember, Mars is in Libra now, okay? And so Mars opposite Saturn and Neptune, that could have been really rare. So thankfully we're out of that. And I feel like I haven't seen you forever. I missed y'all so much. But okay, those two aspects had an impact on relationships for y'all. Money was a big thing for y'all as well, okay? And so I did those guests, I brought those guest astrologers, my friends SJ and Christian, to talk about those aspects. If you haven't seen them, I'll put them at the end of the video. You can find them in my channel though. They were recent live streams and we went through every single sign. And the reason I'm telling you this is because they're still going to be playing out this storyline for you. So just know that we're past those challenging aspects. All right. And I hope you're doing okay because we still, you had that Mars conjunct the South Node in your sign. That was strong. And as many of y'all know, I've been going through I'm calling it my Uranus on my ascendant vortex. And I am filming this while Mercury's retrograde. So I'm getting used to this computer setup. Remember, Uranus, if you've been watching my live streams, maybe I mentioned it in a couple of your videos, is on right on my ascendant. And so came from my mind. It came from my body. I'm still in physical therapy. So is Ruby, who's a Virgo. It's just been, it's been a time. It's been a time. All right. But thank you so much for all your support, all your kind words, all your kind comments. They don't go unnoticed. So I really appreciate it. And yes, my new computer should be arriving soon. Hopefully it's been delayed. Mercury is retrograde, but so I'm just getting used to this setup where I have to do things on this thing and look at you up here. So just letting you know in advance, I am filming this while Mercury's retrograde, and Mercury's your ruler, Virgo. So I've said this in I think I say this every time Mercury retrograde comes up. You and Gemini would be the two signs that feel Mercury retrograde pretty much the most. Mercury is a ruler. All right. And I think if you're new to my channel, I am a Gemini rising and Virgo moon, but I am also an Aquarius, and Mercury's the lower octave of Uranus. Uranus is in Gemini on my ascendant, and Uranus is the ruler of Aquarius. So if you have any sort of combination like that, you are really impacted by Mercury retrograde. So anyway, y'all, I'm really excited to tell you what is going to be happening for you. Right now, you're kind of going through this moment of this, you've been going through some rest and retreat. You've probably had some moments of solitude. You probably had some moments that were very spiritual too. Yeah. With Mercury retrograde in your 12th, there could have been, the 12th house is everything beyond the physical plane. It can be a little bit nebulous, but it is healing as well. So I really love that for you. And again, just wait. It's like you are about to be rewarded in a way that you could never imagine. I mean, Venus conjunct Jupiter. I told you in your monthly forecast, annual gift from the universe. And I want you to see it as a seeding point as well. But what's really special here, Virgo, and I can't even make this up. We have Juno, Venus, the North Node, all really activated this week. And that's huge in terms of destined events and moments that are going to be happening for you and in ways that you couldn't imagine, in relationships and love and contracts and karma. Those are just big themes in general for you, okay? Especially with Mars in Libra in your second. You got Neptune, Saturn, and Aries in your eighth. This is going to be big. And I know I dropped these forecasts a little bit before the week begins. So if you're watching this before that full moon in Aquarius, just expect radical and gradual change. Okay? I'm going to spend a little bit more time with you, Virgo, because you've got a lot happening for you. That full moon in Aquarius. Remember, Pluto's there in Aquarius. That is your sixth. All right? And Pluto, natively rules your third. So what does this even mean for you? Well, I'm looking at what's going on for you. You've had Uranus in Gemini for about a month. You've had a little bit of energy there. It's all about breakthroughs and even breakdowns, right? So, sorry, there's something wrong with my chair. Thank you. Mercury retrograde. All right. There's something here where it looks like you're changing jobs. You're changing careers. There could have been something happening here, okay, with your daily activities, but I really want you to pay attention to health as well, all right? You do have the South Node in your sign. And so next week, we will have the moon in your sign. And so therefore, the moon will conjunct the South Node. So every month when the South Node is in your sign, there's a little something, okay, bringing attention to your health. So just keep that in mind because, again, you natively rule that sixth house, but it's not all about health. There's work stuff here, but also this sense of duty and responsibility, service to others. There's something big that's happening because remember, it's a great full moon. It's just a lot of other aspects that's happening around it, right? So keep that in mind because this Aquarius full moon is part of this big storyline that's playing out for you, all right? Because remember, we've been going through a lot of Leo energy. We have the sun in Leo, new moon in Leo, Mercury in Leo. That was back in June. Mercury moved into Leo in June. But you can go further back, okay? December, when Mars was in Leo. So there's been a big storyline. Remember, that is your 12th house. But now you have this full moon in Aquarius, right? That's your 6th house, corresponding to the new moon in Aquarius. That was in January 2025. And everything that I've been telling you, prepare yourself now this summer. Take inspired action for where you want to be by February 2026 and beyond? Well, it's because we will have the corresponding full moon in Leo in February, a new moon solar eclipse in Aquarius, and the nodes shift out of Pisces in your sign into Aquarius and Leo next year. And that would be health for you. All right. And I'm not saying it's a bad thing. It's like, maybe you're just like, oh, well, now I want to do a lot of yoga lattes, or, I'm going to take a walk by the sea every day and get in my steps, or I'm going to switch up my diet. Ceres in your 8th house. There's a lot happening. All right. So I just want you to keep that in mind. All right. I do think about my mom when I do your readings. All right. She is a Virgo. Like I said, I'm a Virgo. Moon Ruby's a Virgo. I got that. There's a lot of Virgo energy. Anyway, the other thing that I'm going to tell you that's kind of a big deal is I told you this in your monthly forecast. Remember that rare mini trine that's happening right now, the Prism Portal. Okay. SJ called it the basket, which I really love. That's happening at the same time as this rare air trine, this golden triangle with Mars in Libra, Uranus in Gemini, Pluto in Aquarius. What does that mean? That's hitting your 2nd house of finances, salary, money, your 10th house of career, and your 6th house of work. There's a lot of, you're processing a lot, all right? When it comes to this area in your life. And even if you're not here for career, it's just whatever you want to be recognized for, okay? What your sense of duty is. You're being pulled toward the collective, yeah? Libra is bringing in a lot of karmic energy. And like I said, the North Node is going to be strongly activated. Remember from last weekend, even with Mars, sextile Uranus, that's big. That's big. You got a lot of career, money stuff, but also self-worth, self-value. You're working on yourself. And there's a lot of stimulation. You may be feeling a lot of fire in your belly as well. There's a lot of fire in air. Mars trine Pluto also happening. You're revved up. There's things you want to do. So this is your evolution. Now, Monday, August 11th. Remember, this is the rarest of them all. This is one of two of the rare aspects that are happening this year that hasn't happened in decades. Yeah. So it's Saturn sextile Uranus, Saturn in Aries in your 8th, sextiling Uranus and Gemini in your 10th. Okay. But Saturn like natively rules your 5th. This is insane. This is so good for you. This is fire and air. It's really just a lot of movement, a lot of energy. It's at 1 degree. And so remember, these are outer planets. This is part of the prism portal. You've been experiencing this. You've been getting a taste of it, but now it's perfecting at 1 degree, the degree of new beginnings, initiation. It's a sextile. It's a window of opportunity. I just said they're outer planets, so this is long lasting. This is for years. But this is the biggest portal right now, this month. Sextiles, windows of opportunity to help you thrive and prosper. So there is absolutely something really big happening for you right now that has to do with, well, career, fame is a big thing, especially because we're still in Leo season. There's an element of fame, success here as well. Your reputation, leadership, all of that in the mix here. Work is a huge thing, okay? And again, it can just be a side thing, a side hustle. Maybe you want to sell, I don't know, trinkets on Etsy, whatever it is. You have Saturn and Neptune in your 8th house of wealth building. So please take advantage of this. I told y'all this is rare. We haven't had it since the last time I saw those people running on the track and field in Atlanta Olympics, 1996. Yeah, I was there. I went to one of the things. I'm from Atlanta. You know that. Funny enough, Venus squared Saturn and Aries in 1996. So there really could be some things from 1996 that does come up for you where you recognize it's like those patterns. Okay. There's definitely something coming up. Possibly an inheritance, investments, bonuses, commissions, royalties, also partnerships and love and business partners. But again, just please keep this in mind. Please use this. I've told you August is the last month where you want to take all that inspired action for where you want to be by February 2026. Okay. Saturn sextile Uranus, part of this prism portal. And Saturn conjunct Neptune is strong. It's at 1 degree in your 8th house. Again, 8th house is death and rebirth. 8th house is transformation. You're going through some big changes. You have the South Node in your sign, Virgo. You're about to move into your birthday season next week. You're about to have a new moon in your sign next week. So you're going through some big changes. You're got things like, just wait. This is gonna be a week that you're gonna love. All right. The other thing that I was gonna say is that what was I gonna say? Anyway, that's it. All right. Oh yeah. When I talk about the big changes that you're about to go through, that you're going through right now. Out with the old, in with the new, especially with the South Node in your sign. Okay, that's what the prism portal's for anyway. And so remember, it's active, it's locked and loaded, and it's non-negotiable. It's saying old patterns, old habits, old lifestyle, old way of thinking of things, all of that we're leaving in the past. Okay, all right, great. And don't resist the change. Uranus, remember, in Gemini, that's change. Next month, you have an eclipse in your sign. That's change. And Uranus and Gemini just wants you to be your authentic self. All right? Saturn in Aries, mastery of self. Yeah? You're going through change. Okay? Don't hold on to the past anymore. That's all this is saying. There's a new world, a new earth, a new you, a new era, all of that. Now, Monday as well. You're going to love this. So remember how I said partnerships, relationships, it can be love. It can be business partners. It can be your agent. It can be your sister. Just think one-on-one. Well, on Monday, you will have the moon in Pisces, conjuncting the North Node in Pisces. So that's already very spiritual, but that is your seventh house. That's your opposite sign. So partnerships and relationships and contracts and legal matters and marriage. There may be something here, but there's something here that you may see clearly. All right. Especially coming after that, the full moon in Aquarius as well. That brought some clarity. Yeah. So just keep that in mind. Now, Tuesday, because I'm going to bring up something else later. Tuesday, August 12th. We're here. Okay. So Venus conjunct Jupiter in Cancer. This is happening at 14 degrees. Like I said, this is rare. I talked about this in length in your monthly forecast, but I'm just going to tell you a couple things I didn't talk about. All right. So go back to that for what this means, but it is the two benefic planets getting together in this rare way, happens once a year, doing something extra special for you. All right. Now, last month we had no Jupiter aspects. Now, Jupiter, remember, it's a 12-year orbit, right? So we did not have Venus conjunct Jupiter in Cancer in 2013. So you have to think back to 2001 to 2003. What happened in your life, Virgo, around that time when it comes to your friendships, your support system, your network, benefactors, allies, groups you belong to, communities that you joined, or maybe even started, as well as your future hopes, wishes, long-term goals, commitments, plans, dreams, all coming to fruition. All right? 2001, 2003. Second thing, okay, is that not only will you have this aspect on this day, you're going to get this again, August 2026. So you get it 2 years in a row, okay? The same way it happened 2001 to 2003. This is big, okay? Because it is in your 11th house. I don't even know what to tell you. This is such a big thing. You're so lucky to have this out of all the signs. Remember, everyone feels it differently, right? And so the 11th house is big. And then remember, Jupiter also natively rules your 7th house of partnerships and relationships. You have Saturn and Neptune and Chiron and Ceres and Eris in your 8th house that has to do with relationships and relationship building as well as wealth building. But you also have Mars in Libra. Libra is all about partnerships, relationships, and legal matters. And then you also have Juno in Scorpio. And Juno is Libra's asteroid. You're signing things. A lot of y'all are getting married. It's destined. You're meeting your soulmate. All of that is happening right now for the next 2 years. It's a 2-year manifestation, especially for you. Now, what makes this even more special is that it's actually a triple conjunction. You have Venus, Jupiter, and the fixed star Sirius. The brightest star in the sky. The dog star. The star of wealth and success and fame, and yes, even spiritual growth through our physical world, our material world. I mean, this is huge. Triple conjunction, 14 degrees. This is rare. So the reason why I'm harping on this for you is because it's your 11th house. Now, in ancient astrology, remember what I just said 11th house represents for you? There's a reason why. Because it's your support system. It's your benefactors, allies, it's your friendships, the people that you know, the groups that you belong to, community, all of that connects you to your future hopes, wishes, and long-term goals and dreams and commitments and plans. All right? That's why they're grouped together in the 11th house. So please be social AF. I want you to network like you are in the movie 9 to 5. I just want you to get out there and build bridges because this is a seeding point for the next 2 years. This is special, Virgo. So I hope you really take advantage of this This is Venus and Jupiter. This is love. This is money. This is abundance, good fortune, expansion, wisdom, blessings, all triple amplified. And a conjunction is already strong. You got Jupiter exalted in Cancer. That's why this is a big deal. Where it does its best for you, it's prosperity. Jupiter. This is lucky breaks. It's Jupiter. And yes, a lot of attention on home and family as well. Partnerships, like I said, in marriage and contracts, like business partners could be a thing. But also, I mean, it's Venus. It's Venus, so love and money. Money's a big thing here with Jupiter, which is profit and expansion and abundance. And Sirius, that's Sirius wealth. Sirius is wealth. So this is heaven on earth, okay? Launch something. Do something. If you're single, oh, please, please. I told you, if you are single and you are just at home, like binge watching Love is Blind, I'm coming over with my crystals. We're going to swipe right on your Tinder until your thumb is sore. But that's the thing. This is, I told you, the North Node is so activated in your 7th house of marriage anyway. But even if you're in a relationship, it doesn't matter. There's just something here that's even more special. Even if you're not here for love or marriage, this is your hopes and wishes and dreams. It could be career. You got so much career stuff. It could be work. Creative projects is a big thing for you. All right? So please take advantage of this. And yeah, I really want you to consider it like a seeding point. All right? Now, and don't forget, gosh, you've got Uranus and Saturn in the background so active. You have all these outer planets in the prison portal so active, bringing that promise of longevity and commitments and your breakthrough and freeing your mind, freeing yourself from situations where you're just like, this is the old me. I'm moving into this new me. Golden buzzer. Okay. Golden buzzer. Now, and we'll talk more about Sirius and what's going in the second spread where we do talk about fixed stars and asteroids and planetoids and all of that. Okay. Juno is going to be very active. Juno is trining the North Node. We'll talk about that. Anyway, for this aspect, if you're a cross watcher, if you watch for your rising or your moon or for your husband, George, or for, your sister, or your, the lifeguard at the pool in your gated community. All the cardinal signs, Aries, Cancer, Libra, Capricorn, they're going to feel Venus conjunct Jupiter, conjunct Sirius the most. If you know your birth chart, your natal chart, if you have any planets in any of those signs between 12 to 16 degrees, you're going to feel it the most. All right. Now, same day, Mercury, your ruling planet, goes direct in Leo. There you go. There you go. How great of a day is this, right? 4 degrees too. Okay. And so to be honest, this can be August 10th, 11th, depending on where you live. Remember, a lot of these aspects, happen like late at night, early in the morning. So really depends. But anyway, there you go. There you go. So you're going to see a lot of movement from this point forward. And I'm looking at what's going on for you. You're just going to remember Mercury is going to sextile Mars. Yeah. Well, let's talk about that now. All right. Let's talk about that. You have that. Well, I'm going to tell you something. Tuesday and Wednesday, the moon will be in Aries. Okay. Therefore, Wednesday, the sun in Leo will trine the moon in Aries. Big. This is the sun and moon. So Wednesday in particular, I really love for you. Okay. You're going to be meeting people. You're going to be networking. It's just in the stars for you. And this is just a lot of energy. This is a lot of optimism. This is a lot of emotion, feeling spirited, entrepreneurial energy as well. It is Aries energy, but it's also your 8th house that's activated in a really big way. So again, there's something here in terms of your personal transformation, but also building, networking, building. I love this. Okay. And yeah, when I told you Juno is going to try North Node, I mean, that's like the first half of the week. Now, Thursday, August 14th, Mercury in Leo, sextiling Mars in Libra, 4 degrees. And 4 degrees, by the way, is the Cancer degree. So there is something here really emotionally moving this week. There's some emotional growth that's happening throughout the entire week for you. To be honest, even with Mercury in Leo in your 12th, very spiritual, very intuitive energy. Mercury sextile Mars is rare. I, again, talked about this in your monthly forecast. When they meet up in a sextile like this, it's fast, okay? You feel the energy for a day, 2 days tops. Something very interesting is happening here. I told you when Mercury goes direct, it's gonna be like a bullet train, okay? They're both like, it's almost like they're in a speed race, having fun in the sky. They're going to be traveling together for about 10 days, meaning it's not only August 14th, it's also August 18th, the next week, where you're going to get this big peak of Mercury sextile Mars. Remember, Mars in your second, money, finances, also, relationships, also self-worth, also things that you value, material possessions. This is stimulating for you, okay? Very stimulating. This is fire and air like you've never seen. And so I really love this, and you're just going to hit the ground running. Mercury is your ruler, like I said. This is you being very quick, very clever, very negotiating. This is you with writing projects and like pitching and even flirting and networking and being persuasive. This is you being in your zone. All right. So love this. It's like committing to commitments. It's being very direct and honest as well. But there's something here that's just so sweet for you. And you're gonna be funny. Okay. Because for some reason, a lot of comedians have Mercury sextile Mars in their charts. But anyway, it's that quick-witted. It's that, you know what I mean? All right. Virgos, you think you're funny. I think you're funny. Anyway, my mom's funny. So please go be social. All right. That's all I can say. You have to network. You have to put yourself out there. And then just the fact that you've got Jupiter, Venus, Sirius all conjuncting and Cancer in your 11th, social media. Please take advantage of this moment. Just do things, okay? And just go to like a rooftop party where people are bringing pickle cake, whatever you want. Now, who's going to feel this the most? Well, it is going to be the air signs and the fire signs, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, throwing in you. And if you know your natal chart, planets 2 to 6 degrees. If you have any of them in any of the signs that I just mentioned, you're going to feel it. Now, Friday, August 15th, that's when you got Venus trining the North Node. Wow. All right. This is a nodal channel that because Venus is going to trine the North Node, but also sextile the South Node in your sign at 18 degrees. There's a lot happening. It's not even funny. Okay. Speaking of funny, was that funny? Well, what I love about this, Virgo, is that, again, North Node in Pisces in your 7th house, partnerships, relationships. That's like a big learning lesson, some destined moment for you. Marriage is part of this. Contracts is part of this. Venus in Cancer. Venus has to do with love and money, and it's in Cancer, 11th house. Your dreams, right? Things are manifesting. But what makes this even more special is that the moon will be in Taurus this day. You've got, meaning Jupiter that's exalted in Cancer is going to sextile the moon, which is exalted in Taurus, and Venus is Taurus's ruler. So when you got Venus trining the North Node, oh my goodness, the moon ruling Cancer. Oh, come on. There is something destined here in this really wonderful fated way. And honestly, everyone's going to feel this. Like, all the modalities are really activated. But again, I just love what's happening for you, Virgo. So this is a week that you're going to love. You're going to absolutely love this week. And there is, still a lot of home and family stuff happening as well. Okay. But you're going to love it. And you see greatawakener.com It's official. It's official. Yeah, it's done. And I will do a live stream. I did one like walking you through it, but I'm finally excited that it's ready to go. Um, and if you are new to my channel, that is the website that that Mercury decided to, you know, and Uranus decided to. So it's ready, and I will do a live stream on it. And I'm excited about it. I can't wait for you to see it. Okay, so let's get started, Virgo. Let's see what's going on for you. And yeah, you can go to it now. You can go to it now, but yeah, I'm going to launch it on the 12th. Let's see what's going on for you, Virgo. I'm so excited for you, Virgo. Let's see what's going on for you for August 11th to the 17th for Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Now, Virgo, seeing if there's anything else that... Anyway, I do a traditional occultic cross spread. Offers the best overview. And especially for a weekly reading. If we need to pull clarifiers, you know we will. Secondly, Virgo, y'all, this is going to be an excellent week. This is the luckiest week. It's Venus conjuncting Jupiter. It's so amazing coming after those two aspects that were, you know, you probably had some moments. But now you're good. All right, let's get started. Let's see. Okay, yeah. There's literally everything I just said. But wow, look at what's happening here. Look at what's happening here. You got the Page of Cups. So what's happening is like with the South Node in your sign, but keep in mind, we're still in Leo season 2. I told you that Leo story isn't done. Leo is a heart. There's something here that's moving you from the get-go. And I think a lot of it will have to do with the full moon in Aquarius. Again, that's a big full moon. But I feel like there's something there that's going to illuminate something for you where it is very... I'm going to follow my bliss, or something or someone has come into your life where it's like they've changed something in you. Okay. But a lot of you are going to find that change within you. And there is something where it's like, I'm pursuing this, and it's something fresh, something new. And it's your imagination on a whole other level. In fact, there's a lot of spiritual energy with a Page of Cups, a lot of Piscean energy. Yeah. You even see the fish popping out, right? Some surprises here. Unexpected, but a lot. When I say that imagination, you've got all this Leo energy in your 12th, very spiritual, a lot of healing energy, very intuitive. Okay, he's a very intuitive lad, but North Node and Pisces so activated in your 7th house, so there is something here where you're ready, you're moving forward. There's something that you're just feeling in your soul. You're like, I love this. And I'm going to move toward it. And it's almost really dreamy. And I told you from the beginning, when the moon conjuncts the North Node in Pisces, that's very spiritual. That's very dreamy. Go after your dreams. Okay? But while you do it, you do have that 5 of Pentacles and the heart of your spread. When I say out with the old and with the new, I'm not being funny. We got to get rid of the old. We got to just... All right. And a lot, it's Pentacles. Remember, I said money stuff is going to be a big thing for you. A lot of y'all probably, maybe there was something with work, job, career, profession, side hustle, side gig, all of that. With that full moon in Aquarius, which is endings as a full moon, right? Or just adjustments or something that you saw that you needed to see. Even if there was something here that you saw unfavorably or something that happened that you were just like, oh, bummer, like your office, you know, I don't know, your company you work for closed down, your team or whatever that is. Just, we'll get to that in a second. Just remember, everything's meant for you, okay? And so don't be hard on yourself, okay? These two people are focusing on their plight. That's what they're literally outside of church. You can see the pentacles shaped as an anchor. That's an anchor of hope. That is a sanctuary. Yet they can't see. They're literally out there. So in a sense, there's this refusal to see it. You do have the South Node in your sign. And so remember, there's a lot of changes that are happening, but when those changes happen, it means adapting to new things. And you're a mutable sign and you're really good at that. So I'm not really concerned about this Five of Pentacles. I just don't want you to be concerned with it. And secondly, there is something that you need to recognize that is holding you back. All right? And it can be up here, but even if, it is a Five of Pentacles, your physical world, it can have to do with work and career, finances, money, wealth, all of that. But just again, there's something here in your physical realm, but it is a Taurus card. So that's, Taurus rules your ninth house of spirituality, just expanding your mind, your worldview, shifting your perspective. All right. What is it that may be holding you back? Okay. You really have to trust your heart. When you have strength in your challenge area, okay? And strength comes from the heart. Yeah. So find that source of strength. That's self-belief. That's inner courage. And then that brings everything else up, that wisdom, that inner wisdom, that, self-value, everything that I mentioned earlier as well. All right. So that's going to be your thing this week. But the other thing is, yeah, it's very possible that there is someone that is a little, someone that you're seeking support from may not be there. All right. So that's your cue. What do you do about that? Right? To make you feel empowered. I'm not telling you to, I'm saying diplomatically though. All right. Just have the conversations you need to have. Remember, you're in a karmic journey. Everything has ripple effects, right? Now, Chariot in your crown. Amazing. I love that. The Chariot. That's you just ready. You're like, there's a part there. So that you're ready to move forward. In order to do that, you have to let some things go. Okay. You got to make room. It's like make room, clear out that path. All right. And what's in that path? There's just a lot of things from your past that just Mercury is retrograde. It's bringing things up, right? So perfect opportunity to, a lot of it's up here for you upstairs. It's your 12th house. And so that is a subconscious as well. But what I love about this is it's the Chariot. It's attributed to Cancer. You've got this huge, major, auspicious aspect happening in Cancer. And it is in your 11th house of your future hopes, wishes, long-term goals, and dreams. And you even see in the canopy here, the stars, right? Referencing the star card, which is that's all it's about. And so that's strength, that's courage. And so I feel like up here, you're really, and again, it feels for me more like higher mind, just connecting with your higher mind. But there still is a sense of just like, there's this drive and there's somewhere inside you, and let's all of that out to connect with that, because you do have that Five of Swords as well and the root of your spread. And so I just feel that there's something here. There's so many layers where there just could have been some things that are circumstantial, or you overthinking and over analyzing. And yes, that's hard to say to a Virgo. That is a typical Virgo trait. But hey, with that Five of Swords, all it's saying is what is it that where we can harmonize with the people in our life. Yeah, you're gonna have a lot of activations. Your 7th house, partnerships, relationships. Your 11th house, friendships, groups you belong to. Your 10th house, career. Everything that is happening for you, other people are involved. So whoever it is, whatever it is, we've got to identify it. Do we need to hold grudges? Can we be the better person in a situation, even if we know we're not in the wrong? Can we be the one to forgive and forget? Even if there is someone who may have like a big ego. And, do you know what I mean? Like as long as you know you did your best and that energy's cleared, that's out with the old. Yeah, it's empowering. And then you got that Two of Cups. You got something really wonderful waiting for you. This card actually is attributed to Venus in Cancer. You have Venus not only in Cancer, you have Venus conjunct Jupiter and Sirius in Cancer, okay? And remember, Jupiter natively rules your seventh of partnerships and marriage and the contracts, and it's in your 11th house of your future hopes and wishes and dreams, and this is in your future. And again, I told you it's a seeding point. It's a Two of Cups. And so there is something destined for you if you want it, okay? If you want it. And you see that there is just other people involved here. It's all about compromise. And then you feel good about yourself. And then you recognize you are on this karmic journey, and you always, want to be the best version of yourself. But this is, look at that. You got that winged lion, right? A lot of passion here. You got that caduceus, a lot of healing here as well. But there seems like this new journey that's being set up with you, with the seeds being planted, okay? When you open yourself up with someone else, and it's going to come when you are ready for that, instead of looking down, right? You're looking at someone, with someone. And again, this can be love. It can be marriage. It can be platonic. It can be anything, right? But it's you sharing yourself with someone else, okay? Let's get to your stuff. Virgo, you got a lot going on for you. I love it. And we'll pull some clarify. Well, let me see. Okay, so this over here. Okay, Virgo, let's, if you like this reading, it would be great if you like, subscribe, leave comments. No, seriously, tell me what's going on. I always love hearing from Virgos. Y'all write well. But you know that you do. So, and I love y'all. All right, so Virgo, let's see. Okay, interesting. Well, you got your card. You got Venus and Virgo here, right? So you got your card. I love it. The Nine of Pentacles. Very interesting. So keep moving in that direction. This is love, money, relationships. I told you got Saturn conjunct Neptune and Aries, but you got Eris there. You got Chiron there. By the way, next week we have a lot of Chiron aspects. That's healing. But for you, that's your 8th house. There's going to be a lot of healing with relationships. And within, all right? And a lot of ripping off the Band-Aid, to be honest. But anyway, and some of y'all actually want that. Love it. All right. There's a sense of like freeness and self-sufficiency. And I earned my spot here. It's wealth. But it's also like spiritual enlightenment. It's great. Just continue to move in that direction. Okay. These are just little, these 5s are challenge cards, by the way. And so these are just little moments where it's like, okay, let me feel empowered and move past this. You have the 7 of Pentacles. If you are a cross watcher, very interesting. There's always that one card that shows up in every sign. This little guy's been showing up a lot, but for good reason. Everything that you have invested your time and energy and heart and spirit and blood, sweat, tears into, is it worth it? Has it been worth it? Is it hard to let that go, as in out with the old, in with the new? Because of all the time and energy and everything else that you've invested in it, right? You've got to make that decision. Okay? There's got to be something, and I'm not saying that it's not worth it for a lot of y'all. I'm just saying you got to take that pause. And if it is worth it and you're ready to continue to move forward with it, okay? Make that happen. But do something different, as in see something in a different way. Use these aspects that are happening for you. Have some sort of breakthrough. He's tired. You can see that, all right? So just make some adjustments or just try something new. But at the end of the day, just have a moment for you, okay? And what you want moving forward. Because there is a sense of like you've got a lot to look forward to. But there is a little bit of like, I've got to like go within to do a little bit of work and connect. 3 of Wands. You're ready. You got the Chariot, 3 of Wands. I call this the green light card. You're ready. You're ready to go explore and expand your horizons and just meet new people. start new things. 7 of Wands and your final outcome. 7 of Wands, I really don't mind it coming up in your spread here with this. It just feels like there is something that you're going to be getting that you're going to be like, okay, back off, everyone. This is mine. Really nice. But I do want you to spend a little bit of time asking yourself again, whatever you've invested your time and energy into, ask yourself, okay, with these 2 sevens, just ask yourself, is it like if someone's telling me, oh, you got to let that go, or you got to move on and things like that, and you may be a little bit defensive, just ask yourself, I mean, can I compromise? Can I see their side? Just have those moments. All right. Now, I was going to just clarify. What was I I wanted to see that 5. Yeah. Let's see that 5 of Pentacles. Let's see it. Yeah. There you go. Very cheerful. The 3 of Cups, card of celebration, which, by the way, when you get the 3 of Cups, you got the 2 of Cups with the 3 of Cups, you're good. You're really good. Just don't be hard on yourself, and just whatever you may feel like is holding you back, whatever you may feel like, even if there is something here that could have been you seen as like a loss. Oh no. When you look at the other side of things, when you know something's better on the other side, there's things meant to happen for you. We're meant to experience some challenging moments because that's how we grow. That's how we have our spiritual growth. Yeah. Oh, you're good. You got a lot to celebrate here. And Cups are all about love and emotions and feelings, intuition, and wonderment. And that's the thing here. With that Page of Cups, yeah, look across. Yeah. So again, it feels like there is something that it's something that it feels like you're enthusiastic about, but this is really great. There's harmony here, and there is a sense of like building something new and also celebrating something that's come to an end. All right. So let's have that moment. How much time do we have? Virgo, thanks so much. Y'all are amazing. Next week we are gonna, we move into your birthday season. Happy birthday, Virgo. Coming up, you're going to have a big, big birthday season. And I've said it before, I'll say it again. Possibly the most unforgettable birthday season with what's happening with all these aspects. Remember, you have back-to-back new moons. You have a new moon in Virgo at 0 degrees next week. Your life is changing. Big things happening. You got to get rid of the old to let these new things in. Yep. Secondly, in September, you have a new moon solar eclipse in your sign. So again, back-to-back new moons, new beginnings, fresh new beginnings. That one's at 29 degrees. I'm a 29-degree Virgo moon. I'm going to really feel it. That's why these degrees really matter. Yeah. I'm going to feel that one more than the 0-degree one. That eclipse is right on my moon. And it's eclipse. It's a moon. Anyway, Virgo, y'all are amazing. And yes, second spread. Oh my goodness. I got the Tempest spread out deck. But we will talk about, yeah, there's a lot to talk about. We got Venus, Juno, North Node all activated this week. Again, that's fated events, destined events, and relationships and love and contracts and karma. So, and we're going to talk about a bunch of things. So tier 3 members, you know where to find the link for the bonus spread. Anyone's welcome to join. Really good and legendary members. Thank you so much, Virgo. Y'all are amazing. Y'all got, look at that. Y'all got, yup. And 7, by the way, it really is at the end of the day, it is desire. What do you desire? With Venus so active, it's what your heart desires. Okay. Connect with the heart. Yeah. All right. Virgo, y'all are amazing. I'll see you next week. Thank you. Bye.